everyone. My name is Florence,
My name is Errol.
and we are the.
Arcegas.
We've been asked to answer 4 questions, and before we give our answers, here are the questions.
The number one question is, how long have you been married? The second one is, what is the best part about your spouse?
The third one is what has been the most challenging season in your marriage, and the last question is, what is your advice as a married couple?
I hope you enjoy our answers.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for 15 years.
15 years now. We actually just celebrated our 15th year anniversary on January 29.
Prior to marrying my wife, we dated for 2 years. So we've been together for 17 years.
So way back in 2011, I married him on my birthday.
What is the best part about your spouse?
The best part about Florence is how she faithfully live out the ministry that God has given her. She's doing it with joy and with grace as a mother and as a wife. She's also my partner in ministry. She supports me all the way, and she's also my number one critique when it comes to how I pronounce words, and she's also my speech reviewer. But above all, what I like about my wife is she is my partner when it comes to ministry that God has given us.
There's so many things I love about my husband. He's caring, he's loving, he's a great provider. He provides not just for my own needs, but also for our children's needs. He's a planner, he takes us on adventures, and I love that about him. He always puts his best foot forward, and he never stops trying. But I would say the very thing that I treasure most about him is the way that he leads our family to Christ. He leads our family to Christ not because of what he's capable of or who I am, but because I can see that he loves Christ, and that's what keeps him going every day, and that's what I treasure most about him.
What has been the most challenging season of your marriage?
The most challenging season would, well, I don't know if I can call it a season, but the first few years were very tough.
I think the most challenging season of our married life was the first few years of our marriage.
Had high expectations of each other. We had our own selfish desires, and we didn't know how to see our differences as gifts that meant to complement each other.
There's lots of expectations that have not met. There are things that haven't dealt, or we not able to deal with grace.
We struggled with our prides. We wear it in our foreheads. We struggled with giving and receiving loving correction, which led to a lot of hurt. And I believe the hardest part was just learning humility alongside with him.
But praise God that because of God's grace and mercy, we were given time and time again, chance after chance, to make us mature in a relationship.
Through all that challenges, we shared one thing, and that was our unshakable foundation, and that is our love for Christ. He rebuked us, he disciplined us, he sanctified us, and looking back, we see now that he was just molding us into his likeness through those years, through those difficult seasons of our lives. We learned that apart from abiding in him, we cannot fix anything in our own, and that is true in every sense.
And what we've learned is, the weight of responsibility is mostly on the husband or the father, because what I've learned in the last 15 years is if you don't lead your wife or your family to Christ, that's where all the problem and chaos starts. Right? I'm not saying that your relationship gonna be perfect, but if you lay down the foundation of bringing them to Christ and leading them to Christ, you have the solid foundation right away, and which is all other issues will be secondary, right? It's all about spiritual.
Through His Word, we realize that obedience to Him is essential for our marriage, our sanity, and our joy. And as we humbled ourselves and trusted in Him, He truly made our path straight.
What is your advice as a married couple?
I will borrow from the Book of Ephesians 5:21. Submit to one another out of reverence for the Lord.
Borrowing from Matthew 6 verse 33, seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Abide in Him and He will abide in you. John 15:4 verse 5. And trust in Him completely. Don't lean on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. That's in Proverbs 3:5-6. But if I had to say things in my own words, I would say approach everything with love, humility, and obedience. That is what honors the Lord, and that is what sustains a marriage.
Put God at the center of relationship. Lean on God's grace daily, and serve each other with humility. God bless.